Okay, so with the release of the brand new LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker game, speculation has begun over what the next LEGO game by TT Games is going to be based on. There's been a lot of speculation on whether it might be LEGO Marvel The Infinity Saga, maybe a new LEGO Indiana Jones tie-in with Indiana Jones 5, or, of course, LEGO Doctor Who. Now, the closest we've got to a LEGO Doctor Who game before was the Doctor Who level pack for LEGO Dimensions. Now, there was allegedly a leak on Reddit. I was going to make a video about this before this leak came about, but I still feel like it'd be weird if I made this whole video without talking about it, so I'm gonna read the leak now. So the alleged leak is titled "Next LEGO Game is LEGO Doctor Who," and it says, Doctor Who was the biggest selling set for Dimensions. TT are in the midst of creating a game that features all possible Doctors. The story, from what I've been told, is the currently unannounced new Doctor travelling through time, interacting with the other Doctors, lots of Victorian England focused levels, but also plenty of amazing alien planets. By all accounts, TT has selected key episodes from each of the Doctor's runs and turned them into levels. It is scheduled to be released on the 60th anniversary, 2023. I personally think it's quite unlikely that this is legitimate. I mean, anybody could go on Reddit and post this. I could do it right now if I really wanted to. And also, the post has officially been given a flare that says false, and the user has actually either deleted their account or had their account deleted. But for the sake of this video, I'm gonna kind of stick with the idea just because I also kind of think it's a decent idea. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is the hub worlds. For those who don't know what hub worlds are in LEGO games, they're basically the main area that you start in and kind of go to each of the individual levels from. In LEGO Star Wars, for example, the hub world was Mos Eisley's Cantina for the complete saga and Dexter's Diner for the video game. Now, this leak may suggest that the hub world could be Victorian England, but I think it's more likely that there won't just be one hub world for this game. I think it's more likely that it'll be like the new LEGO Star Wars, where there's actually multiple different planets and locations we can travel to throughout the game, and also in this case, maybe even different time periods. I guess you could maybe say that the TARDIS could be a hub world of sorts, as this is going to be the way in which we can travel to these different hub worlds. I feel like it'll be quite likely that you'd be able to get a map similar to the one in the new LEGO Star Wars on the monitor of the TARDIS, and you'd be able to select the different planets and locations from there. I also think it'll be quite likely to change the desktop of the TARDIS, which for those who don't know, the desktop is basically the TARDIS interior.
Whoa! Desktop is glitching. Three of us from different time zones is trying to compensate.
And if this game is going to turn out the way the leak suggests, I think it's most likely that you start off with the 14th Doctor's interior, which we don't know what that looks like yet. And you'd unlock the other interiors as you reach them in the levels. So for example, when you play a 9th Doctor level, you'd unlock the RTD era TARDIS interior, and then after you've unlocked them, you're likely going to have to buy them with studs to use them. Now, as I stated earlier, the leak suggests that TT have selected key episodes from each of the Doctor's runs and turned them into levels. In the format of other LEGO games, they normally have about 5 levels per, for example, movie with the LEGO Star Wars game. So I think it's quite likely that we'd have 5 levels per revival Doctor, and I think all of these levels will be bookended with levels for the 14th Doctor, which are probably going to be more than likely set in Victorian London if this leak is true. So an example of these 5 levels could be for the 9th Doctor. The first level you may play as Rose meeting the Doctor and defeating the Autons. The second level you may be in Platform 1 from the End of the World, and I mostly picked this one just because it'd allow you to unlock a lot of cool alien characters, and also Platform 1 as a location. The third level you may be fighting Slovenes in London, which could allow you to unlock 10 Downing Street as a location that you can go in the future. The fourth level may be a level set in the Blitz in World War II, where the main enemies are the gas mask zombies. This would allow you to unlock a new time period on Earth, and also unlock maybe Captain Jack as a character. And the 9th Doctor's final level will likely be on the game station or Satellite 5, going against the Daleks, until he obviously regenerates into the 10th Doctor, and then you get 5 levels for the 10th Doctor based on some of his more important episodes. And in between all these levels, there'll probably be a few different hub levels or pre-levels that take place maybe in other parts of that Doctor's era, which aren't like actual main levels, but you just have to do maybe like little side quests on different planets before you can unlock the next level. So what's actually the likelihood of this game happening? Personally, I think bigger LEGO games such as LEGO Marvel The Infinity Saga is a lot more likely to happen than this. However, 2023 will perfectly tie in with the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who, and it is known that TT Games are already working on the next LEGO game. However, LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga was announced in 2019 and was only released in 2022, which was 3 years later. However, this was more likely due to the fact that they had to deal with COVID-19 restraints such as working from home. They also had to use a brand new in-house engine that they'd never used before, instead of using something like Unreal 5, which is an engine that people have experience with and know how to use. As well as this, a Doctor Who game would be a lot smaller than the likes of LEGO Star Wars Skywalker Saga or even LEGO Marvel Infinity Saga, the former of which covers 9 games and the latter of which has around 30 films to pick from. So I absolutely think it's a possibility that LEGO Doctor Who could be our next LEGO game from TT Games. So let me know what you think. Do you think the next LEGO game might be a Doctor Doctor Who game, and if not, let me know what you think the next LEGO game might be, whether it's LEGO Marvel Infinity Saga or LEGO Indiana Jones. And if you're interested in more Doctor Who videos, I've got a playlist right here of all my Doctor Who videos.